Hello, Year 3. I'm going to read you the Legend of Excalibur, a very famous mythical tale from England based on a king called King Arthur and his very famous sword Excalibur, given to him by the lady in the lake. Here we go. The Legend of Excalibur. Many centuries ago in England, there lived a famous king named Arthur. Known across the land as a fair and noble, that means very intelligent, ruler, Arthur was said to be the kindest king of all. However, because Arthur was known to be so kind, many dangerous enemies tried to attack his kingdom. Arthur was exhausted by this. What could he do to protect his people? He needed some help. Troubled, Arthur turned to the legendary wizard Merlin for advice. He needed something to help him defeat his enemies. Wise old Merlin took him to a lake which was said to be enchanted. Here's a picture of that lake. It's actually really close to where I'm from in Cornwall. It's called Low Pool. King Arthur looked out across the serene, peaceful lake. Suddenly, ripples began to move across the water. "Behold," cried Merlin, "the lady of the lake." Here's a picture of Merlin and King Arthur going out to meet the lady of the lake as she holds Excalibur aloft. Gracefully, the lady in the lake lifted her hand above the lake's surface. In it, she held a sword so powerful and so majestic that the birds in the trees stopped singing their songs to behold its awesomeness. I love the word awesome, and I love the word awesomeness even more. The lady spoke not a word. Arthur took the sword and felt his body tremble with power. The lady disappeared back into the lake. "She is the master of the underworld," declared Merlin. "This sword is called Excalibur, and anyone who fights with it can never be defeated." For many years, King Arthur is said to have defeated evil all across his kingdom. Using the magic of the sword Excalibur, Arthur fought fearlessly, and his people were the happiest in the world. Then one day, Arthur became very sick. He was ready to die, but he feared that Excalibur would be taken and used by evil people to do evil things. Luckily for King Arthur's people, a brave knight named Sir Bedivere told the king he would take the sword back to the lake. To keep the sword safe from his enemies, Sir Bedivere travelled by night to the lake. He threw Excalibur back into the lake. Eerily, the snow-white hand of the lady appeared and grabbed the sword before disappearing back into the water. To this day, Excalibur is said to lie waiting with the lady in the lake. I really hope you did enjoy this myth. It's a myth from England. It's very famous. King Arthur is a famous mythical king. And Merlin, who's the wizard in the story, is now really famous across all culture. And it's a great example of how characters from myths can become famous around the world. Please look at the next slides for details of how to send an email to your teachers all about this activity. Bye for now.